This is the Atlas Reactor beta. Open, closed.
You sound like you're not sure.
I have no audio, that's what I'm not sure about. I must have turned it down too far. Yeah, this is Atlas Reactor. It's... Alright, imagine if XCOM had a baby with Dota and also Borderlands?
What?
Does that sound hellish to you?
Yes.
Right, so imagine none of those things. It's kind of its own thing, really. I haven't really seen a game like this. So it's turn-based, right? You can see, obviously, we have like the XCOM style movement grid.
Wait, hold on. What is this goddamn awful voice acting?
So this is made by Trion Worlds, who are the story developer behind such titles as Arcade, Develian, and Defiance. Do you remember Defiance?
No, I've not heard of either of these.
That's not surprising. This company makes MMOs, basically releases like one a month and nobody plays them. Or people play them for about a month and then they abandon them. I'm not joking, that's literally just what their business model seems to be. The latest being Develian. You must remember Arcade, right? It's the video we did with the Tiger Twink.
Oh god, yes, I remember that, okay.
Yeah, they make really... I'm not saying this to be mean, they do make really janky games traditionally. Off the MMO variety. And this is not quite that. This is will be when it releases, a free-to-play... I think it has MOBA elements, but not quite in... the MOBA, to me, right, comes from the free-to-play model, which you'll see, which is a very... you have a pool of playable characters, you can buy to unlock characters to play them whenever you want. They have skins. It's basically like a League of Legends business model applied to this bizarre turn-based strategy game, right? I only control one person on the screen. I only control the woman with the sword we're looking at now. All the other team members are controlled by the AI in this case. Obviously, multiplayer is what this game is actually about.
I was gonna say that seems dumb because they're just out in the open, stood there doing nothing. And why are you people with like massive anime swords and you're fighting like fairies?
I know, that fucking like goddamn Dozer face just like jumped out of that dog. This game actually has a lot of cool style onto it. It's kind of got the Overwatch quality of like super cartoony graphics, I guess. Maybe that's not so exciting anymore because you've got Overwatch, you've got Battleborn, you've got this. Like, a lot of games are doing that exact thing now. So maybe it's not quite so exciting anymore.
What even is Battleborn? Because I have no idea what it was.
It's a totally irrelevant game no one's going to play.
It's made by the Borderlands people, isn't it?
Yeah. I didn't play the beta, I got invited to it. It was a couple of weeks ago. A week ago or something. They sent me like an email a day and I refused to do a video of it because I just couldn't be asked. That's basically like somewhat MOBA-ish, but also has a single player element.
Weird.
But it's like a MOBA. So the problem with like MOBA shooters is, and it's the same with Paragon to a different extent, is the gameplay doesn't necessarily lend itself to action, which was kind of the problem with Battleborn. But anyway, in this case, this is like let's get back to this game. Refocus. Different abilities along the bottom there. There's about 4 phases in each turn, but the turns play out simultaneously, right? So you'll see that one character make a move, but in actual fact, in terms of the math that's happening, everybody moves at the same time. So if I kill your character, but your character also would kill me on that turn, we would both die. Does that make sense?
Kind of, yeah.
So in terms of, like, it is turn-based, but because of its, like, competitive nature, everything's simultaneous, just animated in sequence. And there's a series of phases. There's, like, a prep phase where you might lay down a trap, and then an action phase where you might do your ability, like I'm going to do this sword slash thing now. And then there's another phase, where you might buff characters and stuff, and then move. So it's like you basically layer up like a sequence of events each turn, and then they all play out. You watch them play out, but the effects are all simultaneous.
Wait, I'm guessing you're supposed to be like 4-on-4 online, right? Not AI.
Yeah, this is against AI, just because I only played a few matches, so I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go against other people. I think this is AI. I can't remember. I recorded this video a couple of weeks ago. I assume I would have gone against AI. It's pretty safe to say. But it's interesting, yeah, there's like power-ups on the map. I think they've just released their second map for the beta now.
There's only 2 maps.
At the moment, yeah, it is in, I think it's in closed beta. It's cool, there's like some stylish things I really like about it. I don't know if it's going to have a single player component, but there was like a tutorial. You had these 2 characters talking to each other, and it was like, it wasn't hilarious, but there was like, there was a humor, a style going on there. That wasn't totally terrible, which I kind of liked.
You're right. Where did those people come from? They just kind of like just walked in.
Yeah, you respawn, basically. I don't know if they respawned or they moved in off the side of the screen, but there is like a, same in a MOBA, you die, you'll have to wait so long before you respawn.
Well then, how do you win?
This is for kills at the moment. I don't know if there's different game types, but this is definitely for like, it does say at the top of the screen, I can't read it from the distance I'm at, but it's 10
I see,
kills.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, like the thing is, like, this is also why it's like a MOBA, is each character has their own set of abilities. You can upgrade them, swap them out and stuff. But basically, the whole thing is about learning your character's role, your fellow character's role, and what the enemy is capable of. Which is obviously a very MOBA-ish thing. Unlike MOBA, so I actually enjoy this gameplay.
Yeah, it just seems weird.
It is conceptually odd, I think, to wrap your mind. It's like once you get the hang of it, like I never really had a good idea of how the phases worked necessarily, but once I wrapped my head around like how the gameplay worked, it was like you started to plan a little bit differently. But again, you really did want to play with the people that you were talking with, because it's really difficult to obviously coordinate strategies with abilities with the AI.
It also seems weird. This is like really set to be turn-based, but everyone goes at the same time.
Yeah, it's odd, but I think it works, because I think it deals with it. I mean, it's either that, isn't it? You either do it that way, or you have like random rolls each turn, where players decide which order to move in. And I feel like that would upset people more, if you like imagine it like a dice roll, like in an MMO, like with a dialogue system or something, where you were deciding who moved first and whose ability to do first. You'd be putting too much of like the strategy would be determined by chance then, wouldn't it? Whereas by everybody moving at once, everybody's going to do the thing they want. But that's also good, because it means I could, in my prep phase, I could like prep to move or something, or like do a dodge move, some like a teleport move and stuff. Some of the characters have that. So then your attack you totally plan to do won't land because I'm not there. So like you can totally avoid people that way. It just means that if we're going to have like a slogging match and we both kill each other, we're both going to be killed.
Yeah.
And like I can lay down a trap thinking you're going to go around this corner, but not know, and then you might not go around the corner and obviously not trigger the trap, or you might go around the corner and then you suddenly can't do your attack you've planned for.
Yeah.
It's actually really interesting. I think it's quite unique. I haven't encountered this style of thing in any other game, really. But I don't know, I haven't played things like Banner Saga, so maybe it's manifested there.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Obviously that's not a multiplayer game, I don't think. But yeah, it's cool. I would play a bit of this game when it came out in full. It's probably the most interesting thing I've seen come out of Trion Worlds in a while, because it's not a third-rate MMO, basically. But yeah, that's Atlas Reactor beta. Check back soon.